think we're live. Are we live?
Yeah.
Woo! Hey everyone, welcome back to Singer Family Adventures. And this is the 4th episode of Sanity Pin Sunday. And I have Mary on with me again. Mary, point to you that way. See?
Hi.
From the Siskateers. And I'm going to open some of the pins I traded, and we're just going to chat a little bit about pins, and we're going to chat a little bit about grails in particular, and sort of the whole concept of grails and the grails you have right now.
Yes.
Welcome in. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, that's a good idea. Okay, well, it says we have 2 people watching, and one of them's you. So
yeah, one of them is me. And the other is Seth.
Hi, Seth. You're awesome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. So, yeah, I am going to get into some pins before we start talking grail. Just let some more people come on. Is that okay?
Do it. Open.
Open.
Okay. Open.
This is one I bought. Just, I spend way too much time now looking at pins. And then when you look at pins, you see ones you want at a decent price. And then you're like, oh, it's just one. And you click, I'll buy it. And then,
Seth had some pins in his video that went up. Was it today?
I don't know.
I think today. I just watched it like a few minutes ago. So he had some new pins.
Gotcha. New pins are always awesome. Seth, I got to watch your video. So this I got from Dream 499.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, she seems really good. I bought. I've only done one larger purchase from her, but like set of pins. But then I've gotten 1 or 2 here and there, and so she puts up boards before her live show.
Yeah.
And I just happened to say yes, I'll buy this one because of course I had to, because it was an Aristocats pin that I'd never seen before.
Oh.
And as Mary knows, I don't know if Seth knows, I don't know if other people know watching, I was born in 1970 and the Aristocats came out in 1970. So I actually really love the pins that say 1970 on them because...
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's a little sweet pin.
That is sweet.
Duchess and O'Malley, 1970. Actually, it doesn't have a Mickey back. It has an old back. I think it's an old pin.
Have you ever been in one of her live sales?
Once, yes.
I love her lives because they're not like, they don't feel hectic to me. A lot of live sales feel very hectic to me.
Feel super competitive.
Yeah, hers don't. And she always has higher end pins that sometimes other live sellers don't have.
This is pin.
So I like her lives. I think she's live now.
She may be. I realized I may be overlapping with certain sales.
Well,
it's really dumb. But
it happens.
The back of this pin, it's so different.
Is it the Walt Disney signature?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what time is that from?
That's a nice pin.
And it says pin number something, which
I wonder what that's from.
The magnifying glass. I don't know. Cool. It's like a mystery. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Seth got turning red pins. I do want to see which ones you've got. That sounds awesome. So far I've gotten the one turning red pin that was like on Shop Disney when everything was on super sale, but I've resisted them otherwise. Okay, so I've been doing a number of auctions on Pin Trading with Pal, which I know you said you were nervous about. I hosted one auction and I won 3 auctions this weekend. Like, that's crazy. I've got to wrap up 4 different packages and send them out.
Wow. Well, I saw you bidding on something earlier today.
Yeah.
When I was in there, I was looking, I was like, oh my gosh, there was something that I liked. And I was like, should I go get some pins and just like attempt and just see what happens? But then I was like, no.
Well, then you start looking at what people are offering. And sometimes it's like, God,
I can beat that.
I mean, I think the people with the best collections have to be employees because or else they have to be like right next to DSSH. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it's only when you can get the DSSH pins for $24 or the Disney
Right.
Employee Center, that's
Yep.
so that was just
Was that you
something.
or me?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh no, I'm always afraid my thing is gonna die. So like that's
No, and I don't have my thing plugged in, although the plug's right next to me. So this is one where I auctioned. Um, have you seen, the Cinderella Castle series that's out now?
yes,
Are
I
you
have
collecting
the
all of
first two.
Okay. So I auctioned one of the third ones, and I'd
Mhm.
actually gotten two of the third ones, and I auctioned it. And so it was like one of the hottest auctions I've done, like all these things happening.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, what should I go for? What should I go for? But none of them were like things that I loved. And then at the last minute, somebody came on and like,
Oh yes.
yeah. And, I'm not crazy about Marie by herself, but I do love her. And yeah, I love these rainbow star.
Yeah, that's a cute
That came
pin.
out. Yeah, super cute. So I got that. And then I have two smaller pins that I somehow, Christine's here. Missed that she was going to send me, but she did. So I'm happy.
Awesome.
I'll show you those. Christine, um, uh, I've been looking all day. I haven't opened. Christine sent me a box. I don't know why she sent me a box. She sent me a box like a week and a half ago. I got it, and I still haven't opened it. And I apologize, Christine. And I have been looking for it for 2 days because I had it. I had it, and I was like, I'm going to film this today, and that was like whatever day that was. And then I ran out of energy, and then I didn't film it. And now I'm like, I want to know what's in the darn box. I want to find the box. I think it's at the top of my stairs, but these were the other two that I got. Very
Well, I
cute.
like that Mickey and Minnie.
Yeah, that's neat, huh?
That's cute.
I don't quite know what they're
Are they
doing.
is it like disco? It looks like they're at a disco.
Yeah, maybe because the floor looks very disco-y. That's cool. Actually, I should look at the back, see what it says. I didn't lose it forever, Christine. I promise. Just oh, it's a cruise pin.
The disco pin?
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
Well, that's perfect for you.
Yeah. That's interesting. You can't tell it's a cruise pin looking at it, but they must be at the nightclub, kind of.
Okay, cool.
Being down. So I did not lose the box. I just misplaced it. I'm a terrible person.
Oh no.
Okay, so I also bought these. This Pink a la Mode. You've seen the pins that they're coming out with now? Are you paying attention to those? They're amazing and they're gorgeous. And I bought the third and fourth in this series.
I don't need the villains.
Yeah, I don't
because
either.
they're not in my set. I mean, there's no Lady Tremaine and there's no Cruella, so
There will be. I bet you
Oh.
at least Cruella there will be.
no, there's only 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's only 6 villains and 6 princesses. So there is a Cinderella.
Princess. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't get it. Apparently the villain pins are like way more popular than the princess ones because the villains ones are all sold out and the princesses are not.
I think they're designed better and they're just really big and
The
they're
colors are more vibrant on the villains.
Yeah. And so I mean, honestly, these are both traders for me. Like I'm not keeping them forever, but I snatched them because they're already sold out. You know what I mean? And
yeah. And those will probably be good in auctions for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I did keep the Maleficent, which was the very first one. So
but you collect her.
Right, of course. I had to have it. Hi, Christina. And then the fifth one, I also kind of collect Dr. Facilier, so I'm gonna keep that one.
Yeah.
If there was Queen of Hearts, you'd be all over it. Yes, of course you would.
It's a really well-designed pin. And like I said, the colors are really vibrant. And so they pop. And then when you put them up next to the princesses are just, I mean, they're pastel and that's very princessy, but it's just not as inviting as a pin.
No, and this is also a new, like, it's a different art style with their eyes and stuff, whereas the princesses look more normal on the pins that they put them out. So it's not like a whole new thing in a way. Yeah. I'm waiting to see if Yvonne comes on before I open the pins from her. I have one more here. This was an auction trade as well. Thanks so much for the trade, Jill. And that's cute little paper. And then we are going to be talking about grails for those of you that have come on recently. And if you do feel like liking the video, that's always helpful. Hey, how you doing, Mary Jo? You did not miss too much.
No.
So she sent me Hi Chew. She sent me candy.
Yes.
Question is, Sour Punch, that can go to Rafi. Question is, how much of it do I keep and how much of it do I give to the boys? And 2 beautiful stickers. Look at this.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah. And stitches. Very cute. So, and it's so nice to see when people wrap their pins properly and really well.
I got a pin last week that just came in. I even still have the envelope it came in.
Mary Jo, we can talk about grails in a bit. You got a pin last week.
It came in this.
Just an envelope?
Just this flat envelope.
Not padded? Were there bubble
not
wrap?
Padded, no bubble wrap, nothing.
Did you buy it or did you trade it?
Flat envelope. I bought it. I bought it off eBay. So there's no like Facebook administrators I can be like, hey, you need to tell your people how to wrap their pins.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So in my video, so I have like a bunch of pin mail coming this week, and I got 2 new lounge flies, and so when I film my video this week for that, all of that, I'm going to talk about that.
Yeah.
This is not how we send pins.
No. And was it damaged or was it okay?
No, it's fine. But
right, but that's just then a luck of the draw. Like I'm already nervous when I send them in a padded envelope with padding around them. If the machine's gonna push them too much. This was another auction that I auctioned something. I'm not sure what it was. It might have been I auctioned the Evil Queen, and I had bought 2 Maleficent of that series. So I have one person. Oh yes, she I think wanted the Maleficent. I already own this pin. Somebody sent me this pin in a swap, but she offered it and I was like, I think I need 2 of those because I just love it so much, which is kind of ridiculous. But,
it's the Berlioz.
Yes, Berlioz Mother's Day, and it's not that I need to. It's just that it's nice to have. It's funny when you collect something really passionately, and then you have a lot of traders. You don't have any traders for the things you like. Do you know what I mean? So like, I'd love to connect with cat people and trade cat pins with them, but I have almost no cat pins in my traders. Because I keep them all.
Well, and also too, like Berlioz is your favorite, so it's hard to turn down like
even a second Berlioz.
Even a second, because he's by himself on that pin and there's not a whole lot of that. And
and it's a Mother's Day pin. So it's got Duchess on the side. I almost am collecting Mother's Day pins, like not on purpose, but a lot of my favorite pins are Mother's Day pins, because I do love Duchess. And so let's see. But I did see, Seth, you got the big plush, didn't you, of Turning Red, and it sounds like Mary Jo did too. So that is awesome. May has taken over our living room. I thought Herman the turtle took over your living room. Anyway,
Val will do that to you, Mary Jo.
Next thing you know, you'll have 3 cats.
You better watch it, because she'll have you with cats in your house.
Like cat pins. That's a
She'll
start.
literally have you with cats in your house.
So then she also sent me this Disneyland 60th. So that must be about 5-6 years ago. And it's a nice Alice pin, limited edition. It's so funny. Like you can watch the prices go up on the stickers on the back of the pins, right? And then this one I really loved. I'd never seen it before. And, on one hand, all the Cheshire pins looked alike because he always looks alike. On the other hand, and sometimes that's good, Herman is Mary Jo and Frank's tortoise. There are videos about Herman. So, and he sounds very cute. But look at this Cheshire pin.
That's
He's
cute
taken
too.
off his head. And that tree, remember that tree in the movie? It's such a cool tree. Like you never see the tree. That was another thing that I just totally really liked. Pin something for limited edition of 500. That's cool. So, yeah.
This is what the kids are good for.
What the kids are good for? Bringing you a Coke.
What kind of soda?
What kind of Coke is that?
It is a Coke Cherry Zero. I like to have soda, but
yeah,
we're trying to be, cut out some sugar. So
I'm trying to drink LaCroix. Like certain LaCroix make me happy, and certain don't.
I can't drink them.
You can't drink them. You just don't like them.
No.
Yeah. Of course, Christine thinks that Cheshire is a creepy pin.
Well,
but
she's not a Cheshire fan.
That's why it's a good pin. It's awesome. It's so creepy.
Yay, Cammie. Nobody ever likes cherry Coke. Yeah, I know. I love the vanilla cherry, but Michael doesn't like it, so he won't buy it for me.
All right. Hi, Cammie. We got people in and out, it looks like.
Yeah.
I'm still holding on this one thing. But so let's get into a little conversation about grails.
Sure.
Yeah.
Grail pins.
So you said you have some grails that things that you got that were grails.
And so like for me, everybody is always like, oh, well, a grail is like these super expensive, hard to get, whatever. And that's fine. And they can be, but sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're just pins that you really, really want that have either been hard to find or, nobody's selling it or trading it or whatever. This pin, and I think I've said it in several videos when I showed it before, was my number one Minnie and Daisy Grail pin for the longest time. Now, Daisy looks like she doesn't have a shirt on.
A little closer.
But that's just because it's a white tank top. But
right.
It's an LE200, and it's from the Pin Trading University. So if you've ever seen any of their sports pins, I have several baseball pin trading universities. We have some Chippendales that are from that as well. But I was a cheerleader in high school and college. And so I had to have this. Like, I thought this was like the cutest thing ever.
Yeah, it's super cute.
One day it just popped up in a Facebook group and I was like, I don't care how much it is. I'm getting it.
And how much was it? Do you remember?
It was only 50. So
yeah. So medium.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not the most expensive pin we've ever bought.
Right. But it's still, I mean, to me, that's high. It's just not for LE200. It's pretty average.
Yeah. It's a reasonable price for LE200 and something that we've been looking for months and months and months and months that it's just like nobody is selling. It's like all these other Minnie and Daisies that I want. Nobody is selling them. Like I cannot find them.
So I have 2 grails coming this week, which I'll show on next week's Pin Sanity. And one is another Mother's Day pin. It's the Duchess putting the babies to sleep. And Karen helped me with that. I told her it was my grail. And it's always been like 125 or 150 on eBay. And like Sarah Savage has one for 125. And I'm like, thrown all these pins at her for trade, you know what I mean? And she's like, no, don't see anything, don't see anything. And I'm like, oh. So I didn't, none of that worked, but then it came up on eBay for $90,
Ooh.
which, or no, it wasn't eBay. It was on one of the trading sites.
Oh.
And Karen jumped on there first, and she said she offered the woman $75 to like grab it for me. And I'm like, it's all right. I'll pay $90. I'll take it.
Please get it for $90.
Just give me the pin. So that was cool. And then the other thing, when you're talking about like pins that you can't find, there is a pin that was part of Fairy Tales that when the Fairy Tales convention, pin convention came out, I didn't really understand how all of this worked. I didn't understand that you like order a pin and then maybe you get it, maybe you don't, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And there was someone I didn't really know who was like offering to do pin pickups. And there was a Stitch pin that I was like, yeah, we want that, and I think it was going to be $25. Let's just say it was something like that. And it's Stitch holding his little certificate of adoption from the pound.
That's cute.
And well, that's like super special to us because like Stitch is Rafi's number one movie, and of course he's adopted. So I was like,
Oh yeah.
pin, like we have to own that, and then she came back and said, I didn't get it in the whatever, but I can get it for you for $35. And at the time, $35 just seemed like I was mad that the price had gone up, and I was like, no way am I paying $35 for a single pin. And then, I've kicked myself about that for ages. Well, somebody had it for sale for $18 just this week. And I was like,
me, I'll take that.
So yeah, that was very exciting.
That's awesome. That's two good pins.
Yeah. And that's like, to me, I'd given up on the Stitch adoption one because I just never saw it anywhere. Like every so often I would look on eBay, never saw it. You know what I mean? So I just sort of thought, well, we lost that chance. We're not going to own that pin. You know what I mean? And what is the most you've paid for a pin?
I actually have my most expensive pin.
Okay. It's a Grail. Let's go to that one.
It's an Acme. Before Acme was Artland, so
right.
It was before Artland. Obviously, we were not pin collectors when this pin came out, but it's one of the limited edition art pin sets. It's the Cinderella. So it comes with the art card.
Nice.
And then it's a hinge pin, obviously. And when you open it, it's got that art.
Oh, wow.
On the inside.
So you just get a postcard of it, but then you get the actual
pin.
Beautiful pin.
Yeah.
So
originally, these pins, when they came out, I think were like $120 or something like that. Michael paid, I believe, $280 for that pin.
Wow.
That's my most expensive pin in here.
Yeah.
But that was like my number one Cinderella pin, and I didn't know it was coming. So like, we don't always know, like, I don't always know when he's buying pins, like he just buys pins, and pins will show up. He's way worse than I am about pin mail. And pins will just show up, and there'll just be all these packages with his name on them. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what is in all this mess? And then he'll be like, oh, those are yours. You can open them. I'm like, what? And then they're pins. It's like this kind of stuff. Like,
that's a really expensive pin.
I know. Oh, but wait, they came together.
Wow. Those are the Disney Employee Center. I have one in that series. There's 5 pins in that series. Those are like, that's like
I know. So it's just like stuff like this. So my grail now is to finish this set.
To finish that set. Well, yeah. I may, as I'm discussing, like I may be selling off a lot of pins.
You let me know.
Try to get on the cruise. I have the one of her in her like peasant dress shaking the pink dress.
And that anything in her rags is really what I'm after right now, because I have like a whole board of blue dress pins.
Yeah.
You know, and I have like 3, 4, 5 rag pins. I think you gave me one.
A rag pin?
The one with the pumpkin?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I have 3 pink dress pins. So
pink dress pins.
I need those pins. The blue dress.
I mean, pink dress pins.
Huh?
I traded you one of the pink dress pins, right? From the 70th series.
Oh, never mind. I have another. Yeah, that one up there too. So, but then I have all these blue dress pins. And I'm like, what am I doing? Okay, I need more pins.
So Mary Jo says the most you paid is $60. What kind of pin was that, Mary Jo?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, the most I've paid is still, I think, $125. Yeah, I think. I feel like there was a 3-pin something that I paid more than that for. I'm not even remembering what it was, but
Michael's ridiculous. Michael paid retail $120 for a 3-pin Star Wars set.
Mm-hmm.
Bought it at the park.
But it's probably now worth $300. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, he's probably got $5,000 worth of pins on those Star Wars boards. Just because they're hard to get, they're expensive, they're different than regular Disney pins. Star Wars pins are.
Yeah, no, I know, and it's a more kind of narrow. It's a more narrow, but maybe more dedicated fan base. Like, I mean, although we're all dedicated to our various princesses, but
yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, Star Wars is different. So, like, we'll talk just Michael's collections, because he definitely has more in specific collections than I do. I have more pins than he does, but he only has 2 collections, so his collections have more pins per collection.
Chippendale is his.
Yeah. Chippendale. So, I mean, he literally has 6 boards of Chippendale pins.
Like,
but there's 9 million Chippendale pins.
Right. I mean, any pin release ever has Chippendale in it, if not like 3 Chippendale pins.
So they're easy to get. They're not super expensive. Sometimes they're expensive if they're older, but if you buy them new, I mean, they're $12 to $17 pins.
Wow. Cammy, that's really cool that you won this. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
What the heck?
In a pop shop? That's great.
Cammy wins every giveaway she enters. I swear. She has the best luck on the planet.
Of your luck. And
she has the best luck on the planet.
So I was waiting for my friend Yvonne to come in. I don't think she's coming in to this, but she and I did a trade. She's somebody I know, I think from Disney Kitty, that like we traded pins ages ago when I first was getting into all of this. And then we started talking and we kind of became friends. And so we trade every so often. She sent me these stickers. Very pretty. $60 was a jumbo pin. Yeah. Oh yes, Cammy's sending us her luck. That's good. So we traded some things, and then I think there's something in this card. Do you mind? Am I interrupting you? No. Are you okay?
It's your live.
Like bouncing around. She sent me some.
Do what you want to do.
Stickers.
I'm just here to listen.
Yeah, sometimes these little stickers are good. Like I was showing a client a house the other day, and he had like a rowdy 2.5-year-old, and I'm like, whoosh, stickers, and that helped.
That's smart. I should probably carry stickers around the grocery store.
That's cool. So you might have this pin. This is a cool pin. I collect Halloween pins. I collect Cinderella and then some other Cinderella, but I also am now getting more serious about collecting Lucifer. So look at this. Whoops.
I do have that pin.
It just pops out. Trick or Treat 2018. You do have it. Nice.
So is your magnet loose?
I guess so.
Okay, because I think that's a flaw in the pin because mine won't close all the way on the board.
Well, it's funny because it looks like this is the magnet, but that's not attached to the door. But I got to appreciate, like, thank goodness for double hinged pins. Like when they put 2 hinges on there, it doesn't get all wonky crooked, you know?
Like those
Yeah, like
that
that.
only have one hinge and they're humongous pins.
Right, and they can't handle the weight of it. So this is more appropriate.
Yep.
I just really liked this in terms of the Lucifer Halloween action.
Yeah.
And then, so, okay, I didn't bring the scissors because I didn't think I was going to need them. But here we go. I'm getting there. So yeah, then we got to hear what Mary's Grail is at the moment that she doesn't have. And oh yes, of course, I forgot what was in here. This completes this set for me. I opened some of these last week, or was it 2 weeks ago?
Oh yeah, that's a good pin. That's a great set.
Yeah, and I sent her my extra Naveen, and so yes, they're really
yes,
great.
Seth.
Yeah, those huge locket pins with only one pin back. That's bizarre. Yeah,
Stuff like that drives me nuts when they don't put enough pin backs or hinges or.
Where's the quality control people? You know what I mean? Like, or designer control. So let's see what Yvonne sent in this card. She's crafty. Wishing you an ungloomy day. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's the card itself. It's beautiful. Hope you enjoy the pins and the card. I made this one just for you. Oh my goodness. That is so sweet. She made this card for me. Look at it.
I love Eeyore.
I totally love Eeyore, and I don't like super collect Eeyore or talk about how much I love Eeyore, but I really love Eeyore.
I love Eeyore.
Wishing you an ungloomy day. Like that is just such a cool thing. I'm gonna pin this somewhere.
I like it. Off the subject, Val, do you have this pin?
No.
It's a Mother's Day pin.
Oh wow. What's it say at the bottom?
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, that's great. That's funny.
What Jonah was born in 02, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I was because it says 03, so I was like, if that would have been perfect if he was born in 03.
Yeah.
And it's Cinderella, so it fits.
Well,
I don't know if you had it or not.
I'm not like consciously collecting Mother's Day pins, but I'm like drawn to them. And I did just get that Dalmatian one that was from May 2002, which is the first year I was a mother. Jonah is turning 20 on Tuesday.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
We're all going to hibachi.
Oh, yay. That's nice.
So,
nice.
Yeah, so Grail talk. You got any more Grails to share?
Yep. I don't have any more like that I have here. I didn't want to take pins off Michael's boards because I could never figure out where to put them back. So,
well, and those are his Grails, right? Not yours?
Yeah, they're his, but I mean, they're still pretty pins. So,
yeah.
But I didn't want to take pins off his board. So, my number one Grail, and it has been for like ever since I saw it, and it may not show up very nicely, but
oh, it's Donald and Mickey in front, or is it Daisy?
It's Mickey and Daisy
in front of Mount Rushmore.
But Mount Rushmore is Mickey, Donald, Pluto, and Goofy.
That's really cool.
This is actually, I've never seen this in any other pin except for a pre-production. So it goes for about $350 right now. So
how big is it?
It's not big.
It's just a normal size pin. Was it an LE?
Yeah, it's like a LE 20 or something like that.
Wow.
So I can't. I want it so bad, but I just can't find it. The last time I saw it, it was $350.
So wait, So they did it in pre-production, but then never produced it?
They
Is
never
that
produced it.
wow. Wow.
Yeah. So there's only like 20 of them. So
I wonder why. I wonder if they thought it was like gonna politically bother people or something that they
I
took
don't
out
know
the
because it's old. Like it was done like, 15 years ago.
yeah. Yeah.
So, but then there's this one.
That's adorable.
This one's right at 300. So, and it's like a LE 100.
And who's the maker? Just Disney or like
Yeah, it's Disney. They're just Disney pins. And then the last one is this one. This is, I mean, we have a jumbo e-ticket pin collection. We have all of them except for Space Mountain. And so this is the Space Mountain one. It's about 190. So it's actually doable, especially since it's a jumbo. It's not actually a bad price for it. And it would finish that collection. So
yeah.
that might be something we actually get.
So I told you I wanted to be an Edgar completist when I figured out there were only 7 Edgar pins.
Yes.
There's actually 8 Edgar pins if you include the Aristocat block pin.
Okay.
Which is now on my Grail list. That's like 125 or 150, but he's in the block. But I have 4 of the Edgar pins. I have the PTD. I have the Pin Trading Nights one from Paris. I have the it was the Beloved something that turned into the Dark something series. Anyway, and then I have one that's a hidden Mickey that is him and Madame. And there's like a series of those hidden Mickeys from the Aristocat characters. There's a jumbo pin of this. Like it's supposed to be like I think the pin is almost the same size as this postcard.
Oh, wow.
Without the background, it's just him holding the cats, and you picture that moment in the
movie, yeah,
in the stables, and I think it's Rockford who's like, hold on or stop or whatever, and so this was an LE 100 pin, and when you go on pin picks, it says there's 233 people wanting it and 1 person trading it. Now I need to figure out who that 1 person is and if they're really trading it, but it's not on eBay, it's not anywhere, and I put it up on Pin Trading with Pow, and I said, does anyone have this for trade or sale? And they somebody else was like, that's my absolute grail, and I've never seen it anywhere. Like I'm like, okay.
Yep. That's how I feel about those 2 Minnie and Daisies. Like I've seen each of them one time and they were too expensive. I wouldn't get them. But now I think if I saw them again, I would do it just because
it's going to be another 3 or 4 years before you see them.
When am I ever going to see them again? So
well, and with inflation, whatever, 350 is
who knows?
The 250 of 2 years ago, ouch. Yeah. So but it's fun. I think it's fun having like attainable grails. Do you know what I mean? Like grails that like to me, some of the pins that like one of my other grails right now is the DSSH Valentine couples pins that came out. The couples holding the hearts between them. I want the O'Malley and Duchess of that. That's like a $60-$70 pin online. I'm not ready to plunk that down right now, but like at some point I will find it at a moment where I feel like I have that money, or somebody has it up for trade and I have good traders,
Yeah. And that's the thing too. Like, I mean, for sometimes a grail can be a $30 pin, and it's just a matter of when you want to spend that extra $30.
Right. Or sure.
Like you can't always get it because sometimes it's just like, okay, I just really don't need to spend that. I need to put gas in my car.
Right. Or sometimes when you have the money to spend it, you can't find it. You know what I mean? Or vice versa. It's like it goes back and forth that way. So happy birthday to Jonah. So for those of you that haven't watched Year of the Ear, I'm wearing my Year of the Ear ears from Leah which I think are adorable.
Super
And I
cute.
just happened to have this shirt on today.
Oh,
And it's like they're so perfect together,
it is
aren't they?
perfect.
This shirt is a Parks shirt from years ago. Like I think when Jonah was maybe 6 or 8 and we went to the parks. Like and it's
Wow.
just held up well, you know what I mean? And it still fits and I like it. Um, so I think I'm gonna have to rock these two at the park
I
soon.
think it's a good idea. I don't have any ears on today. My head hurts, but I do have on.
Oh, very cute.
And the back is their backs.
Nice.
Mhm.
Very nice. That's fun. Um, yeah. So anybody who's still out there, what are your grails at the moment? Who is out there? Perfect match.
Ears and
Uh,
oh,
Ursula as a hockey goalie jumbo pin. I want so badly. I guess that's one of my grails. Cool.
Cami collects hockey pins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can almost imagine her with all her tentacles sliding across the ice.
Would be fun.
Yeah. Anyone else?
I'm sure Christine has a grail, and Seth, if he's still in here.
Yeah. We might have lost Seth by now, but there's a Kermit and Miss Piggy with a rainbow pin.
Okay, Mary Jo has one.
Nice. Wait, what do you mean with a rainbow? They have that. There's a Kermit and Miss Piggy in that Valentine series that I was talking about, Mary Jo.
Is that what you're talking about, Mary Jo? I'm gonna see if I can look them up.
Yeah, I want to see that Ursula one.
I'll see if I can look it up.
WDI 3 gargoyles.
That's got to be Seth.
Yes, it's Seth. Yeah. I just was watching like stupid films on Netflix. I watched Midnight in Paris with what's his name? The guy from Cheers. What's the name of the guy from Cheers?
Is that it, Cami?
That's really cool.
It looks like she has her teeth knocked out.
That's hilarious that her teeth are knocked out. Okay, Christina says my grails are some of the Disney animated princess pins. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
They're hard to find, but they're around. You know what I mean? So like those are kind of attainable grails sooner or later, right?
Well, this Ursula hockey pin is going for $125.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit higher.
Yeah, most of my grails are $125, and I won't spend that much money on a pin unless I've been wanting it for ages. And even then, I try not to go, you know. Queen of Hearts
and Miss Piggy. Rainbow pin?
You're not sure, but send it to you. I don't own it, Mary Jo, or the heart one. I'll send you a picture of it. So,
All right, there's this one, Mary Jo.
yeah, that's the one that I was saying in that series. Super cute.
I didn't see one come up with a rainbow.
Yeah, there must be a rainbow one though.
There's got to be. It's just probably not for sale right now.
Okay, so you found the grail that Cami wanted, and then Cami's saying she won't spend $125 on a pin.
All right, yeah. The WDI 3 gargoyles.
Red Panda. You want the Lady and the Tramp Jumbo? I have that pin, Mary Jo.
Seth, is that it?
Oh, that looks awesome. WDI, that must be it. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I try to have a limit on how much I'll spend also, Christina, but sometimes it doesn't happen.
I mean, I'll have a limit, but then sometimes like I'll go on a live and I'll tell myself I'm not buying any pin more than $30 or any pin more than $25.
And then it just happens.
Well, no, but maybe I stick to my limit, but then by the end of the night I've bought 5 or 6 pins for, maybe I've spent 125, 150, and they're pins I'm happy with, but then I look at them and I'm like, I would have rather had that Grail pin for 125.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
That's
I buy 3 or 4 pins at 20 to 25.
I'm I'm shifting. I'm getting pickier the further into this I get, and now I'm obsessed with Artlands. Like I love Artlands. Like and all these auctions I did, I won a couple Artlands in the past weekend. And some of them, like one is the Rapunzel on glass. I don't even collect Rapunzel, but it's such a beautiful pin that I just want to own it for a while. Do you know what I mean? Like I'll probably get rid of it eventually, but it's so beautiful. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Um,
And that, like Cami says, it's a good point, and that's the thing. But at the same time, sometimes it feels better to only spend $20 on 5 pins than 120 on 1 pin.
right. I mean, it goes back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Depending on how you feel about. Yeah. I'm just yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you want to get more for your money, but then sometimes you just want the beautiful thing for your money.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning on my own live here, but yeah, no, sometimes it's just like, oh, I can't believe I don't have that yet, and I'm so excited to get that Mother's Day Duchess pin because that's one that I've been like yearning for a while. I know that sounds weird, but
it really doesn't. I'm currently just completely obsessed with finishing this Minnie and Daisies. Like that's it. I currently just completely obsessed with it.
Well, and then you'll be a completist.
Yeah, but I will never get those $200-300 pins.
Yeah, just like I will probably never get Edgar, but that's okay. Because then what fun would it be? Oh,
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I'm like that too. Like I want these pins so bad, but then once it's done, it's like, well, now what?
Right. Well, and that's why I like the attainable grails in a way, like the ones that are like, okay, my next goal is X, but I know behind X is Y and Z and da, 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 you know what I mean? So I am trying to, I don't know, I'm cat focusing more and more. Yes. How are your kitties?
Huh?
Are your kitties good?
Yes, they are.
Yes, Christina, she did show them.
I showed the 2 grails, but I still need like 10 more pins.
See, I want to know what they are just to keep my eye out.
The 10 pins, they're in a on my Instagram.
Okay.
If you go to my Instagram, they're in my highlights. Pin ISO. Right
See,
there.
I don't know. I don't use Instagram as well as some of you. Like, this is a general apology to Mary and all my other friends out there with Instagram accounts. Like, anytime someone does a like, oh, here are 10 channels that I really love, and I'm like tagged as one of the channels, or here's one of my, BFFs on YouTube, and do you know what I mean? Like those things that hit your story where you're tagging me or somebody else, and I'm supposed to then do it. I don't even know how to do that, and part of me doesn't want to know. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I can't be bothered. It's like, and it's not that I don't appreciate being called out. It's more that it's just like,
I love Instagram.
My social, I got dragged onto Instagram. I mean, I love it now. I absolutely love it.
Well, I see you posting pins of the day.
Yeah, no, I really love it. I'm really enjoying it. But I was so obsessed with Facebook and I wasn't going to do any other social media. And then when I joined YouTube and I wanted to be in swaps, like, Christy of Christy's Corner, she was like, Valerie, if you want to be in my swap, you have to be on Instagram. I'm like, okay.
I don't say that. I just say I use Instagram chats. So like you don't have to be active on Instagram. You just need to be able to be in the chat for the swap.
Right. But I mean, I needed to learn how to work the chat. And then I was like, my kids gave me lessons on Instagram. I'm old, it's like, there's only so much you can.
Well, they're not hard. I can give you a tutorial on it.
I'm joking. So,
I like doing reels. Like they're just fun to me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love watching people's reels. They're really cool. And I love the year of the ear reels. And
I know I haven't done any for a couple months. I need to get back to it. I did a prom reel yesterday. Today. It went up today.
oh,
Um,
so he had a lovely time at prom.
they did.
Nice. And that's his long-term girlfriend?
They've been together a year now.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like you've gotten, I don't know. Jonah and has had the same girlfriend for 6 years, which amazes me.
They've just been together for a year, but we really like her. So
Yeah. No, I like Jonah's girlfriend very much. She's family. So, dun, 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 they're Leos. They're Leos. So my mom gave Jonah, this is going to be a video before too long, hopefully. My mom gave Jonah a diagnostic DNA test kit for the cat for his birthday.
Oh, okay.
Well, because we think this cat may be part Savannah or something.
Oh,
You know, we think Binks is maybe potentially part wildcat, and so
cool.
We haven't swabbed him yet, but that's going to be interesting because you have to like swab in their mouth for like 20 seconds.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, we may be bleeding by the end of that 20 seconds.
Not have any of that.
So anyway, thank you everyone who's here, who's been here, who's come in and out. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Mary, for joining again. I really appreciate it.
I love it.
Good. Awesome.
Go hit the like button.
Go hit the like button. Hit that like button.
Hit the like button.
I have to like it.
Go hit the like button.
So
I mean, it's not my video, so I can say that.
Well, there you go. I will be back next Sunday, and I'll be back before then for sure. And Christine, I will find that darn box because I can't wait to open it. And my dog just got up because she had this thing during COVID. We watched a movie every night during COVID. We watched all the Marvel movies during COVID, every single one. And we fed the dog after the movie was over. So she sort of knows like when you're done with the screen in the evening that it's time to be fed. So she's looking at me like, are you done? Are you wrapping up? Is it food? Is it dinner time?
Time to eat.
Yeah. So, all right. Bye, everyone. Thanks for being here. See y'all real soon.
See you later.
Spread some kindness.